Good afternoon, friends. This is surprising news. State lawmakers have officially approved new legislation that would lead to many residents receiving bonus rebate checks. Officials say they will send over $5 billion back to taxpayers starting in 2024. The U.S. Treasury Department is also announcing new rules for tax credits as they aim to help the American people. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the details. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.
I thank the gentleman very much, and my good friend as well. Appreciate his intent. But let me be very clear. What we have here is a complete collapse of a system that is attempting to save lives. Our administrative process, our administrative APA, these individuals are grounded with the expertise of the particular agencies that they're in. Under this legislation, what we would have is a complete politicizing, even more so, of the presidentially appointed and Senate-confirmed appointees, because that would be another monkey wrench, if you will, into why they should not be confirmed. In addition, this will encourage gamesmanship. If you think the confirmation process is slow, wait till you see now where you throw into it, oh, they will be initiating rulemaking rather than the experts that are there. Congress already has, and the Republicans have used it quite often, the Congressional Review Act, so that we can determine whether or not rulemaking or a particular issue is one that should be reviewed or should be not only reviewed, but should be changed. In the rulemaking process with experts, and we oversee because we have congressional hearings, we're dealing with clean air, clean water, safe toys, safe cars, and safe workplaces. But more importantly, as I was sitting in a meeting today, we're dealing with a new initiative dealing with taking lead out of water. Do we want to stop the process of removing lead from water that our children drink because we implement this particular procedure that will stop our presidentially appointed officials from doing their job, from helping us to ensure that our children are safe? This is a slowdown. This is where lives are not saved. And I would argue to my friends that this legislation, unfortunately, should not move forward because it's too much good work going on, and the work that is going on will be thwarted, will be stopped. And so I'd like to put into the record a letter from the American Association of ASME, of federally and state, county, municipal workers who oppose this particular legislation, along with the administration policy statement, along with a number of other agencies, and simply say that this legislation, I thank the gentleman, this legislation is opposed as well by the Coalition for Sensible Safeguards, and I think I'd like to just dwell on this question of water and lead coming out of water, since many of us were here during the Flint, and we also know what goes on in our own congressional district. So let's not stop children from living. Let's not stop life-saving regulatory process, and let's oppose H.R. 357.
If you are a resident of Oregon, you will be receiving an Oregon kicker rebate in 2024. Officials say you should definitely take action to claim it. The Oregon kicker places money back into taxpayer pockets when the state collects more than a certain amount of revenue. Eligible residents of Oregon can look forward to receiving their share of cash soon. That's because a $5.61 billion revenue surplus for 2021 to 2023 has been confirmed by the Oregon Office of Economic Analysis. Lawmakers are calling the surplus the largest in state history, and residents of Oregon can expect to receive a record-high kicker amount. Eligible residents can claim the kicker as a refundable tax credit when they file their 2023 state tax returns. The possibility of receiving an Oregon kicker rebate only comes once every 2 years. Since no credit is offered when there is not a surplus in state revenue, there are no guarantees for claiming a credit in 2026. The 2023 Oregon Kicker Credit, which is claimed in 2024, is based on the 2022 tax year. And while there are very few requirements for claiming the 2023 Kicker Credit, taxpayers should review the criteria and ensure they have met all requirements. You must have filed a 2022 Oregon state tax return. And according to Yahoo News, you must also file a 2023 Oregon state tax return, even if you are not required to. Overall, some Oregon residents might not qualify for the 2023 Kicker. For example, if you received only non-taxable income in 2022, you won't be able to claim the Oregon Kicker Credit this year. The Kicker rebate for Oregon taxpayers is 44.28% of 2022 state taxes owed before credits were applied. So this means not every resident of Oregon will receive the same amount. Those with a higher state tax liability, typically higher earners, will receive a larger credit than those with little tax liability. Taxpayers with no 2022 state tax liability before credits cannot claim the credit, but in some instances, the kicker amount that taxpayers receive may be less than what they have calculated. This is because Oregon can use part or all of the kicker amount to pay certain state debts. There is also a new Oregon child tax credit for 2023. The fully refundable credit is known as the Oregon Kids Credit, and it's worth up to $1,000. There are no strict income limits for claiming the credit, so not all families will qualify. Also, taxpayers who qualify for Michigan's newly expanded Earned Income Tax Credit will start receiving their checks in the mail for their 2022 tax return early next year. Governor Gretchen Whitmer's office announced Thursday that 700,000 Michigan households will receive an average of $550. Governor Whitmer's administration will begin mailing these checks out starting on February 13, 2024, and it will take up to 6 weeks to distribute the payments. Earlier this year, Governor Whitmer signed a tax overhaul to provide relief for retirees and low-income earners in the state of Michigan. The new law expands the state's credits from 6% of the federal credit to 30%. The law did not receive enough GOP support to take effect before the 2022 tax filing deadline, but it still provides an additional credit, making up the difference between the 6% tax credit they have received and a 30% tax credit. The Michigan Earned Income Tax Credit, which is dubbed the Working Families Tax Credit, benefits low-income earners. In the 2022 tax year, those who worked and earned income under $59,187 and had investment income of $10,300 or less qualified. The Michigan credit provides up to $2,080 for the 2022 tax year and $2,229 for the 2023 tax year. Well, my greatest and most beautiful friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, to say thank you for being part of this community, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway every Friday. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, simply click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.